Welcome back to the channel. I hope all is good with everyone. Well, it's Canelo versus Skull, whoever that is. Just kidding. Look, we all know Canelo is great and will be in the Hall of Fame one day, but at some point of his career, he just has to stop this kind of money grab. William Skull is a good fighter, might even be a good guy. But let's face it, most of us hardcore boxing fans want to see the best fighting, the best. I know Canelo has earned the right to fight whoever he wants to, but at some point he just has to stop with these type of fights. Most of us don't want to see him in these one-sided fights. Yes, any fighter on any given night can beat anyone. We've seen it happen a lot of times. It's called an upset by an underdog. But here's the thing. Canelo is reaching the end of his career. We want to see him fight the Crawfords or David Benavidez or other top-notch fighters. If he loses to Skull, he's done. Who's going to want to pay big money for big-name fights? If he loses to William Skull, the answer, almost no one, and a chance of putting a black eye on his great career. At this point of his career, he should be trying to put a stamp on it by fighting all the top fighters before he calls it quits. But I guess there is no chance for that. I guess he's just taken the path of most great fighters nearing the end of their careers, fighting a bunch of nobodies, collecting paydays until they lose to one of the nobodies, and then try to just get back in the ring with top fighters when the money for the nobodies dried up, and then get beat up and loses 3 or 4 fights in a row and then steps down. Just look at boxing history. It's just riddled with fighters who didn't know when to say when. Most of them have brain damage and their speech is all slurred. Why do that to yourself when you can fight and beat 2 or 3 of the best fighters out there and retire with your senses? But that's just my take on things. Yes, William Skull is a dangerous fight for Canelo for a whole lot of reasons. About the fight, I think Canelo will win by knockout. What would he prove by knocking out Skull? I'm not too sure. But what I am sure about is if Canelo loses, what happens to the Crawford fight? It's out the window, I would think. Canelo would be fighting a whole lot better competition than William Skull. Whoever that is, I'm just kidding. Thanks for stopping by. Until next time, please subscribe. Be good.